It may shorten this trial by just a little bit, but it will necessitate an additional trial that will take a great deal of time. If Judge Glanville does not grant a motion to sever, then if this defendant or any or all of the defendants are convicted, then he has another piece of evidence on appeal to say it was not a fair trial. It's not just what's legal or the evidence, the lack of evidence. It's the way people act, it's body language, facial expression. All of that makes a difference in a courtroom.
The courtroom drama involving Young Thug and his YSL crew has taken an unforeseen twist that could potentially impact the ongoing RICO case. Cordarius Dorsey, known in the music world as YSL Polo, a co-defendant in Young Thug's case, has been convicted of murder. This revelation comes from a report by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, which states that Dorsey was found guilty for the 2020 fatal shooting of Xavier Arlandor Turner. The incident was captured on a surveillance camera and took place outside a barbershop at the Old National Village Discount Mall in College Park, Georgia. While the security footage did not clearly reveal the assailant's face, Dorsey was identified at the scene wearing the same clothes as the gunman. This matchup also aligned with eyewitness descriptions of the person who committed the act. To further solidify the case against him, prosecutors presented incriminating text messages that Dorsey had sent to friends shortly after the shooting. One message chillingly read, "Bro, I just killed another on Old Nat," and another stated, "Shawty, I just killed at the discount." Dorsey's criminal background is nothing short of alarming. He is an alleged member of the Blood Street Gang and was already serving a life sentence for another murder that was also caught on camera. This previous incident occurred in 2019, where Dorsey allegedly shot and killed 39-year-old father Suleiman Jallo during an armed robbery outside a gas station.
Some breaking news to pass along tonight from Southwest Houston. A man has been shot and killed while pumping gas. It happened on Stella Link near the South Loop. Houston police say the victim was approached by several other men. Words were exchanged and then shots rang out. Investigators believe the victim may have been targeted. So far, no arrests and no description of the shooter.
During the 6-day trial for his latest conviction, prosecutors presented evidence that Dorsey had embarked on a one-man crime spree between the 2019 and 2020 murders. They showcased his social media accounts where he allegedly displayed stolen jewelry and spoke casually about killing people. Prosecutor Gautam Rao during Wednesday's closing arguments made a strong statement about Dorsey, saying, "There exist people like Mr. Dorsey who just want to watch the world burn. He has no problem taking the lives of other people." Ultimately, Dorsey was sentenced to life without parole plus an additional 55 years for the College Park murder. Despite the conviction, the AJC reports that Dorsey's legal team intends to appeal. This latest conviction of YSL Polo brings us back to Young Thug's ongoing RICO case. Earlier this week, Thug's legal team requested the court to remove Dorsey from the RICO trial.
Tonight, we are following some new details in the ongoing YSL RICO trial. While most of the attention has understandably been on Jeffrey Williams, known as rapper Young Thug, his co-defendants are proving to be just as important in the case.
Yeah, so 11 Alive's Brittany Klein-Peter has more on the latest motion filed to remove one of Young Thug's co-defendants from the courtroom.
Their argument revolves around Dorsey's unprofessional and unacceptable conduct in court, which they believe could prevent Thug from receiving a fair trial.
In just the last several hours, we got our hands on the latest motion filed in the YSL case.
So Young Thug's attorneys are now trying to remove one of the rapper's co-defendants from the trial following some bizarre behavior in court. And it's on video here. Just days ago, Cordarius Dorsey, also known as YSL Polo, was making some unusual hand gestures in court. On Friday, Young Thug's attorney filed a motion to sever from Dorsey, claiming his behavior could negatively impact Young Thug's chance for a fair trial.
Given this new conviction, the request adds another layer of complexity to an already complicated legal battle. Public opinion has always been a battleground for celebrities, and Young Thug is no exception. Amidst all these legal entanglements, the court of public opinion remains sharply divided. The latest conviction of YSL Polo has added fuel to the fire, with some fans questioning Young Thug's association with such individuals. It's not just a matter of legal penalties. Young Thug's career, reputation, and even personal life are on the line. The YSL Polo conviction is a critical factor that could influence not just the RICO case, but also public and industry perception of Young Thug. The winding road of Young Thug's legal journey is far from over. With each twist and turn, the stakes get higher, not just for him, but for everyone involved. As we continue to follow this story, one thing remains clear: the ripple effects of this case will be felt across the hip-hop community and beyond. With YSL Polo's recent conviction, the legal ramifications for Young Thug could be severe. One has to wonder, could this impact the judge and jury's perception of him?
I'll deal with that accordingly, but your client, I notice, has been doing the same behavior, and I believe Judge Adams inquired into it as well. So,
you good?
It's a show, Judge.
Oh, it is?
unless there's any other inquiry of me, then we'll see you all tomorrow morning for a few people to examine.
It's a complicated legal quagmire, and Young Thug's defense team will have to navigate it carefully. The prosecution could use Polo's conviction to paint Young Thug's entire YSL crew in a negative light, which might strengthen their RICO case against him. The media has always played a crucial role in shaping public opinion, and in the case of Young Thug, this is no exception. News outlets and social media platforms are buzzing with the latest updates, speculations, and opinions. While the media coverage adds another layer of pressure on Young Thug and his legal team, it also provides them with an opportunity.
Thug's attorney Brian Steele gave me this copy of the motion that he filed on Friday asking for Cordarius Dorsey, also known as YSL Polo, to be removed from the trial due to his inappropriate behavior in the courtroom, alleging that his conduct could impact Young Thug's chance at a fair trial.
An astute media strategy could help balance the narrative, especially given the recent negative press surrounding YSL Polo's conviction. Young Thug's situation has also elicited varied reactions from the hip-hop community. Some artists and industry insiders have expressed their support, while others have been conspicuously silent. The question that arises is, how will this ongoing case affect Young Thug's standing within the hip-hop community? His relationships with other artists, producers, and record labels could undergo significant changes depending on the case's outcome. Legal battles are not just emotionally draining, but financially taxing as well. The cost of a robust defense strategy, coupled with potential loss of income from halted projects and canceled shows, could put a dent in Young Thug's finances. As someone who has diversified his income streams through various business ventures, the impact of the ongoing case on his financial health is another angle to consider. Young Thug's current legal woes also cast a shadow on his future projects and collaborations. Will artists be hesitant to work with him given the current circumstances? Will labels distance themselves to avoid the negative publicity? These are questions that will be answered in time, but they add another layer of uncertainty to an already volatile situation. Young Thug has a significant following, and his fans are eagerly watching how this situation unfolds. Could this case impact his fan base, either eroding it or galvanizing it further? It's a dynamic that can't be ignored and could play a role in how Young Thug approaches his public interactions and statements moving forward. The case also intersects with broader social and cultural issues, such as racial profiling and the criminal justice system's treatment of artists in the hip-hop community. It adds another dimension to the case, making it not just a legal battle, but a topic of social discourse. Managing a public persona is challenging at the best of times, and in the midst of a legal battle, it becomes an uphill task. Young Thug's management and PR teams are undoubtedly working overtime to control the narrative and maintain his public image. Their role is often underestimated, but in a high-profile case like this, it could be a game changer. The right PR moves could help mitigate some of the reputational damage and even sway public opinion in Young Thug's favor. The outcomes of similar cases involving high-profile artists could provide some insights into what Young Thug might expect. Past cases have resulted in both convictions and acquittals, and they serve as a framework for how the justice system interacts with the entertainment industry. A thorough understanding of these precedents could offer Young Thug and his legal team valuable strategies for their defense. While much of the focus is on Young Thug as an artist and a public figure, it's essential to remember that he's also a family man. The emotional and psychological impact on his family is an often overlooked but critical aspect of this situation. The stress and uncertainty could have a lasting impact on his personal life, affecting his relationships and emotional well-being. Young Thug is a global name, and his case has attracted international attention. How does this legal battle impact his standing on the global stage? Could it affect his international tours and collaborations with artists from other countries? We've covered multiple facets of Young Thug's complex legal battle, and now we'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the case? Do you think Young Thug will come out unscathed, or is he headed for a fall? Leave your opinions in the comments section below, as your insights add valuable perspectives to this ongoing saga. As we wrap up this comprehensive coverage of Young Thug's legal tribulations, we'd like to thank you for staying engaged and following along. The situation is fluid, with new developments expected to unfold in the coming days and weeks. Stay tuned for more updates, and until next time, take care.